You know, properties about the revolution, you're excited to be ready. All got to be a stuff with just get. We're gonna make it do this. It's number one internet station. I really do number one. We're the first to introduce the world to the platform of internet station, the social media side. So enjoy what we have today. I'm excited because I'm all about making you do what you do. We are one. WBSW Radio, we don't want internet station. We are one. Happy 8th anniversary to the team, the family of WBSW Radio. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep grinding. Make it do what it do. So we're going to make it happen today. I'm again, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Smith. Excited to be here before you. This is Sarah. Hopefully share a little wisdom here. Because today is straight talk. Case. When we're not messing around, we coming at you where you can understand that we're here to make it do what it's supposed to do. Share some wisdom with you, allow you to be interactive, ask your questions. Oh man, we're gonna have a ball now, I'm telling you. We are one, we are one, we are one, one. Bye. Come on. I'm excited to come before you and we did in the light introduction about mystery talk, no chases on WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. I'm excited because on Monday, we call this Marvelous Monday, we're going to focus on a relationship topic, which is understanding self-awareness in relationships. You say, why should I check out Straight Talk, No Chases? Well, we're going to be just raw. We're going to come at you. Tune in, you can be interactive, you can share your thoughts, but we're going to let you know how it is, and what it's all about. Because we're going to come at you where you'll be able to respond in a manner. You might not be comfortable with everything we say, but maybe you're comfortable with one thing enough to give us a like. We ask you to give us a like. Because we're going to get the likes up tonight on whatever social media site you're on. Hit the like button. If it's your first time coming on, you're looking to see, hit the button before you leave. Before you make a request to be guest, hit like. We really appreciate it. The website to be a part of the show tonight is WVSW Radio, the internet station, 23.mic.com. chat with the host by joining me as a guest on StreamYard. It's StreamYard.com/ABPLCQ W682. Again, StreamYard.com/ABPFCQW682. You can share your opinions, stories, and your live with me by going to C2. That's at WBSW Radio, Facebook.com, we go live, and TikTok live, and that's Virtual Smith. Again, our second Facebook channel is going tonight, and that Facebook channel is States of Five Sigma Greenville, Radio.com, StudioRadio.com, and that's WBSW Radio, the Internet Station 23, Riverside FM, WBSW Radio, Super Live, and that's at WBSW Internet Radio, Tango.com, WBSW-Radio-14059. You have Twit at Dr. L. D'Alberto 2017. And our YouTube, we have two channels operating tonight. That is the Smithway Enterprises as well as Dr. L. D'Alberto Smith and Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. Check us out. You got a chance to be a part of it. Also, again, on Riverside, that's Dr. L. D'Alberto Smith. So truly it's a blessing to have you here. Our own national content available to you for WBSW Radio. You can go to Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, Instagram, Snitchers, Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon Podcast, operated by PodServe FM, and you have an opportunity to check out an episode audio only. So check us out. We'll look forward for you joining. We'll look at what our population is, what we're generating, what age group. We really thank you for being a part of it. WBSW Radio, the #1 internet station, have listeners and watchers in 59 countries and on 6 continents. We ask you to register for WBSW. Your name along with a means of transaction. Those means of transaction is 5 of them: Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. You can send it to Lorenzo D. Smith 15 at gmail.com. That's your name with a means of transaction. Now, what we're raffling off or making sure we give away: hotel stays, 3 nights, 4 days, 5 nights, 6 days, internationally, as well as domestically in luxury hotels all over the country, all over the world. So check us out, register so your name may come up. We might be pull your name. We also have gift cards, gas vouchers, food vouchers, movie passes, along with car wash, details, bags, free carols, and we have so many other things that we're raffling on. People nominate items they're getting, so we try to give back to you. So truly, get your name in, register with WBSW Radio giveaway, and put that means of transaction. You say, why do I need to put my Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle? Why do I need to put my name on that and put that on? But first of all, we do what we call love offering. We'll send out from $5 to $100. You may receive, and you will quarterly receive one amount. You might get $100. You might send it to my birthday, and I'll send it to you because we truly want to give back. You know you're listening. Again, if you check the background, you can see our 8th, celebrating our 8th anniversary. We started on September 27, 2017, and we're now being blessed to be on more the time. 8 years and 2 days. It's been a blessing to come before you, so thank you so much for your support. We could not do it without you. Sow a seed with WBSW Radio by sending a like. Hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. That show that you want to see with this radio station. The WBSW radio station actually shows your support by monetizing through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Big Old Live, YouTube, C2, We got several opportunities. Twit, we got an opportunity to kind of sow a seed with us. That way you can financially sow a seed by monetizing with WW. We're excited because our title will focus on understanding self-awareness in relationship. One of the biggest challenges that we do have, individuals struggle with understanding their worth, understanding what's going on with them, whether they are aware of what's happening within their life. So they struggle in relationship particularly. We evaluate the relationship to see, can we find out what we can do better, or in essence, back off a little bit. So awareness is just making sure you know what's going on. So in your relationship, are you aware of what's going on in there? Do you see things going on, or you just come and bury your head in the sand and you continue, I'm not worried about it, it is what it is, we do what we're going to do, let's move on. You have to really have an idea of what kind of relationship you're intent on having. So you have to be intentional about relationship. If you're intentional about relationship, you will be self-aware. So today we want to talk about how important it is for you to understand self-awareness in your relationship. We're going to start off with self-assessment. I say awareness, self-assessment. Spoke, get that back to it's self-assessment. What does self-assessment mean in a relationship? See, self-assessment fosters a foundation relationship with oneself. So you got to start off with yourself first. Assess yourself. Be aware of who you are and who you are. So a self-assessment fosters a foundational relationship with oneself. If you have a chaotic relationship with yourself, if you have a relationship that's not positive with yourself, if you're having challenges looking at the mirror and not comfortable, then you're aware, but you need to assess yourself so you can find out, I don't really love myself. So if you can't love yourself, it's hard to love others. So the thing about love is an action. It's an action word. So make sure you understand that. So self-assessment gives you an opportunity to enhance self-awareness, leading toward healthy emotional patterns. See, the thing about, we always talk about emotional IQ. See, emotional IQ, emotional intimacy, or emotional connection is based on patterns. You must be able to be aware of those patterns that's causing you to get emotionally. But it's not a healthy emotional pattern. You see what's going on with you. Better communication. If you're not effective communicator and you are not able to assess yourself so you can address what's going on with you, you will fail at the game. You're going to have unsuccessful relations. Going to be healthy. You're not going to be able to define someone that maybe you can be intentional with to get a favorable outcome. That's because you are not aware of what's going on with you. You need to know what's happening with oneself instead of trying to focus on someone else. We many times want to create and get more relationships, not realizing a casual relationship don't require you to do a whole lot. What are you doing? Setting up emotional patterns that are going to affect you so you can't be successful or you can't have a healthy relationship. The ultimate goal is to have a healthy relationship. That's why you have to have patterns that are positive, emotionally, mentally, as well as spiritually, as well as financially. So you have to make sure the psychological aspect. You have to understand that. Be aware of your psychological aspect. What are you? Are you well? Are you sick? Ask yourself, are you aware of your emotional pattern? Are you working on better? Are you trying to improve wellness in personal and professional relationships? So again, if you're struggling and fighting with yourself, you will not get an opportunity to experience wellness in your personal and professional relationship. See, what you have to do is examine your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Think about what I'm doing. How can I improve my relationship personally and professionally? Just think about it. It's why you need to be working on that skill of active listening. See, when you listen and you listen well, then you can think about what you heard, then you can be able to respond in a manner that allows growth. Well versed, well versed in your awareness of yourself. See, examine your own thoughts, your feelings. See, your feelings and emotions. You can't let your feelings dictate everything and how your actions are, positive or negative. You have to have some control of your emotional well-being. That means your feelings, your anger. See, a lot of us can't be in relationships because we're angry. We have to assess ourselves, but we need to. Comfortable with the way you act, where it puts you where you'll be comfortable being in a relationship with yourself. If you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself, you cannot have a healthy with anyone. No matter if it's family, friends, romantic, community, workplace, because you are struggling with your emotional maturity. So you have to work hard to get control of your feelings. And then the next thing is action. See, you need to examine what people you're hanging with. You have to make decisions, do I need to be with those individuals? Because the action that I am showing to others is showing that I'm not even aware of who I am and whose I am. See, we have to be able to identify our strengths and weakness. Have you ever been to an interview and the interviewer asks you, give me one strength and give me one weakness, and you had people sit in the interview and can't give a strength or weakness? That means you're not aware of taking time to assess yourself so you'll know that you have strength and you have weakness. See, you got to take responsibility for not being able to know what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. You have to take responsibility for your role in your relationship dynamic. See, we're talking about self-assessment in a relationship. So you need to take responsibility. Be willing to be accountable for the success and the failure of your relationship. Know your dynamics. You need to be able to set goals for your personal and your relationship growth. What are your goals for the success of your relationship? What are your goals for your personal life? How do it puts you in a position where you can grow and mature and you can be stable? What are you doing? You must self-assess yourself to see if you fit in a relationship. Some of us are not able to be able in a relationship because we don't fit. In other words, you're not fit to be in a relationship. So you need to be aware that you're not fit. You need to assess yourself so you can put yourself in a position so you can be fit for a relationship. See, when you're talking about being successful in life, where you have to be around individuals and connect with them, you need to be understanding yourself. You be able to put yourself in a position, ultimately building more for fulfilling connection with others. That creates relationships. We have to do that. We have to understand why it's important to pull out a notepad and do a pro assessing myself whether I can be in a relationship. Are you fit to be in a relationship? You should know that, because the most healthy relationship you can have is with yourself. It will determine how healthy the relationship you have with others, including family, friends, romantic, workplace, community, organization. You must have a healthy relationship with yourself so you can build on connections with others. That comes to the core relationship. Self-assessment in your internal world. See, self-awareness again. In other words, self-assessment is in related to awareness. Self-assessment is a pathway to deep self-understanding. Do you understand your relationship? Do you understand being intentional in a relationship? Do you understand your path in your relationship? The only way you can understand that, you must have deep self-understanding, which involves reflecting on your emotions, behavior, communication style, and triggers. See, if you know that you have a trigger, you need to seek the help so you can address the trigger. But you must understand triggers are causing you to be emotional. The triggers are causing your behavior. The triggers are causing you to lack communication. So you get those triggers, allow it to be clarity, understand what it is, especially during a conflict. Sometimes you're in conflict and your emotions, behaviors, communication style, and triggers causes you to get deep or deeper in that conflict. There is no resolution you can come up when you're so deep, because you are emotionally unstable. You are emotionally immature. You can't control your behavior. Anger. You're so angry that you shout words that you probably don't do in public because you're so angry. Your communication style is not words, it's body action. Be aware of your trigger. Because if you are, you can gain clarity from your triggers, especially during times of conflict. Identifying strength and weakness. As I shared, I'm just taking a little bit in-depth look. See, identifying strength and weakness is a tool to recognize your positive traits and areas or improve, allowing for accepting and intentional change. But one of the things I always talk to you about people being intentional. If you're in a relationship, you should be intentional within the first 30 days. You should know what direction you're going and where you want this relationship to go. Identify your strengths and your weaknesses. Achieving goals. Self-assessment helps you to find your life goal and help you to achieve those goals. See, ensure you are moving forward rather than going in a circle. Achieving goals. Have your pad. When you accomplish your goal, check it off. Have checkpoints in your life. You can see whether you're accomplishing or achieving your goals. See, that way you won't just be going around in a circle. You'll be able to see yourself moving forward. So the core of a relationship is self-assessment. The core of a relationship, it also allows you to see how self-awareness impacts your external relationship. See, and when your skills of assessment and self-assessment is at a high level, you're aware of how it's impacting your external relationships. That's outside of the casual, outside of the intimate relationships you're having. Those are individuals out there and your friends out in the community, on your work, at your job or your workplace, in your church, in your community. How do you know self-awareness impact your external relationship? First of all, improve communication. This is how self-awareness impacts your external relationship. See, a better understanding of your own needs and patterns. If you notice, I said a better understanding of your own needs and patterns, not your wants. That's a desire. Your needs and patterns allows you to communicate them more effectively to others. Help the emotional by identifying triggers and emotional response to that you haven't gotten over. And every time things similar to it come up, you get triggered. You get angry. Some people go back into the shell, but you've been triggered by some emotional aspects you have encountered, or some situation where you have dealt with abusive relationship, toxic relationship. Emotional response. Do you respond with anger when you don't get what you want? Do you respond with rejection when you don't get what you want? Do you respond with violence when you don't get what you want? See, when you're looking at a healthy emotional pattern, is that you're going to identify everything that causes you to be off track. This allows you to manage conflicts better. See, you want to be a master of conflict resolution. If you know what your triggers are, you know how you're going to emotionally respond, then you can self-assess yourself. They said, this is the way I'm going to work hard to respond, or seek professional help and identify those. When you can manage conflict better and avoid escalating frustration, if you lack the ability to communicate, manage your emotional patterns and your emotional response, it's going to be some frustration. You must take responsibility. See, instead of blaming others, see, I have this thing when we're talking about as people grow in moving from a boy to a young male to a young man to a grown man. See, a grown man don't blame others. They accept their responsibility. A grown man self-assess which encourage him to own parts of his relationship dynamics, fostering a sense of responsibility and sharing understanding, as well as grown man, grown woman as well, but young, young male, or a boy or a girl doesn't take responsibility for their actions. See, being accountable is like kryptonite. You're not able to function when someone holds you accountable. Take responsibility for your relationship dynamics. Self-assess yourself to make sure you're in a position to be successful. Grow for you and your relationship. We all want to continue to, Lord God lets us wake up in the morning, we will grow. We will age. We'll gain more knowledge by doing the many experiences. So if you want to grow for you and your relationship, the insight gained from self-assessment leads to personal growth and professional growth, which in turn strengthens your ability to form and maintain healthy connection, a healthy relationship with others. That's why you have to grow for you and your relationship. Self-assess yourself. Then you can grow for you and your relationship. This leads us to looking at some key aspects of self-assessment for a relationship. Number one is self-acceptance. Strength and weakness is crucial for developing positive and healthy relationship with others. Self-acceptance, knowledge that you have some strength, knowledge you have some weakness. It can help your relationship develop. It helps you to become fit to be in a relationship. Self-care. Everyone should be able to take care of themselves. But prioritize your self-care. Prioritize others. See, a healthy relationship with yourself involves self-care, which supports your emotional health, positively impacting your interaction with others. Continuous reflection, developing a habit of consistent self-reflection, allowing you to continually revisit who you are and who you are. And allow you to change, which leads to ongoing growth. These are the four things that's considered to be, or three things that focus on the aspects of self-assessment for a relationship. Self-assessment, self-acceptance, self-care, continuous reflection. Why are these things important in a relationship? So we want to know the importance of self-assessment in a relationship. See, developing better self-awareness is an important step in cultivating healthy, lasting, committed relationship. People with strong self-awareness experience happier and longer relationships than others. See, firstly, and most important, self-awareness improves your happiness within yourself, rather than those of your partner, creating more personal growth and allows you to feel responsible for your own well-being. That's what being aware of who you are. It's important to be self-aware. It improves your happiness, it improves your joy, it improves your peace. It's very important partnership or relationship. Focusing on your thoughts and behavior rather than those of your partner. Create more personal growth. Allows you to feel responsible for wellness or well-being. Secondly, self-awareness allows you to recognize patterns, emotional patterns, daily patterns, and cycles. Many people will continually make the same mistakes in their relationships, never recognizing that behavior is contributing to problems. Self-awareness allows you to reflect on your own action. Your self-awareness. See, when you reflect on your own action and decide how you're going to approach this situation differently from in the past, achieves a better outcome. We're all looking for a better outcome. So make sure you assess yourself on how you're going to approach the situation. You must reflect on your own action. And finally, when you are more self-aware, you are also more aware of thoughts and feelings of others and how your action may impact them. The higher level of compassion, you concern and genuine concern about others. You have compassion for them. Allows you to communicate more clearly. Communicate clearly with your partner. Gives an opportunity to establish clear boundaries. Be more open and loving. Let's think about what compassion does for it allows you to communicate. Open communication. It allows you to establish clear boundaries. And when people tell you a whole lot about that other person, but it tells about you if you don't address it. All of that gives you a chance to be open and loving. That leads to peace. We're all seeking peace. So we have to ask ourselves this question. Be more self-aware in a relationship. How are you self-aware? Do you self-assess yourself? So you're more inclined to be aware of your emotions. What triggers you? See, if you want to improve your self-awareness and benefit from the advantages, this can have for your personal relationship as well as your professional relationship. Here are some tips to be more self-aware. Don't overestimate yourself. We can criticize others for lacking self-awareness and don't recognize this in ourselves. We're quick to criticize others. We're quick to blame others. By reflecting on your feelings and responses in different situations, you can become more aware of how you have contributed to the event or even the issue or the problem. Make a conscious effort to assess your own level of self-awareness. Maybe they may be lower than you think. You may think the levels are high of self-awareness, maybe lower. Encourage communication. No one likes their partner to be critical of them. It's important that they feel comfortable telling you when your behavior, your action has impacted them. Encourage open and honest communication. Respectful and compassionate. That's encouraging communication. If you blame everyone else and have difficulty seeing your part in things, go see a counselor. Work with an experienced psychotherapist. This can help you. You need to examine your past experiences, thoughts, and feelings. Which fosters self-awareness. And it can help you integrate reflection in your daily life and relationship. Discuss self-awareness. Talk about what it is you want to improve. This can help what you're trying to improve become reality. Share this with your partner or your mate. Let them know you want to become more self-aware. Receiving their support and feedback. Final thought we have here. How do you assess the relationship with yourself? And here's some tips to assess the relationship that you have with yourself. You're your biggest asset. Manage yourself for your well-being is the real talent. Managing yourself. Review your core beliefs every 2 to 3 years. We have to give a shout out to those individuals. Thank you for the likes. Is that Madeline? Thank you so much for the likes. I'll say hi to you. I ask others, hit the like button. We need you to hit the like button today. Because you're sowing a seed with us by sharing with us your life for what we're doing. Thank you so much. Hello to you, Madeline. Thank you so much for joining us. This is WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station. Our show today is Straight Talk, No Chaser, and we're just talking about understanding relationship, self-awareness, self-assessment. See, self-assessment makes you look at self-awareness. So it's self-assessment. Do you assess your relationship? Family, friend, romantic, at work, in the community, in the organization. You must assess the relationship. You ask yourself, how do you assess the relationship you have with yourself? How do I assess the relationship that I have with myself? Again, you're your biggest asset. Review your quarterly every 2 to 3 years. Ask yourself, are they serving you well? Have you made progress over that time? Have you achieved your goals? Are you still relevant? Are they still relevant under the prevailing circumstances? These are the questions you ask yourself. The next thing, life is a fantasy at times, but life can be fascinating. And it's a way of humbling you. You have to think about it. When you become humble, life will humble you. More gratitude, where you can see the default state of being. Life is fascinating. And it has a way of humbling you. You might have said, been working on a job a long time, now I don't have it. Life humbles you. And we're showing it. When you don't sleep properly, you let your exercise and eat a proper diet to become ideal. See your liability in a relationship when you don't sleep properly. Exercise and eat proper diet. You're a liability in a relationship. Ask yourself, are you a liability in the relationship you're in? Are you a liability? Are you an asset? Which one? You need to know. See, your physical appearance is a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself. That's why it says their shoes. If you want to really know a lot about yourself, take after you get out of the shower. Then go, none of the stuff that make yourself up. Add on in your hair and everything, and look at yourself in the mirror. Michael Jackson had, it's the man in the mirror, or woman in the mirror. See, that's how you become humble. Really looking at what's in the mirror. The mirror is a reflection of really how you feel. Your emotional intelligence. That's about yourself. Hold higher standards for the people around you. Always be of the mindset that your best days are ahead of you. They are. See, when you start losing your peace of mind and sanity over trivial issues of life, you completely break apart and crumble. See, when life hits you with something truly devastating, you fall apart. Self-assess yourself. Just remember, keep the right perspective all the time. And learn to dismantle truths of life. Learn to dismantle. Don't shatter. You may get hit and knocked back, but come back hard. Resisting. Fighting. It can lead to depression now. When you get knocked down. May be trivial to others, but it's powerful to you. Next, don't get into a relationship with someone unable to reciprocate your value, your effort, your love. Make sure you attach to the kind of people who will eventually help you, not fade away. Ideal of incompatibility can be a headache and also lasts a lifetime. Self-assess yourself. Don't take yourself for granted. You must focus your energy on yourself. Will force others to focus their energy to you. Stop yourself using excuses for everything, no matter how valid. Stop using excuses. Step, start meaning in life. Get jacked, get excited, make money, have amazing relationships. Look after your family and your friends. Don't try to find deep meaning for life. You do have it. Be excited. Make sure you have money. Have amazing relationships. And look after your family and friends. But last but not least, very simple. Continue chilling. Continue to chill. Because you have assessed yourself, you like yourself, you know what yourself is all about because you dug down in your internal part. Just chill and enjoy life. Don't panic. Enjoy life. Self-assess yourself in your relationship. Self-assess yourself so you can have a relationship. One of the worst relationships is not with others, with yourself. If you have a poor relationship with yourself, you're not going to be able to function. So make sure you work on these things. Make sure you're successful. Do the pros and cons chart about your life. Positive things and negative things. What can I improve? Set a time. You got a checkpoint. See what you improve. A few months, see where you are. You can be healthy in a relationship. Again, I'm Dr. Elizabeth Smith, the host of Straight Talk No Chaser, where we just come hard and we speak about things you might not like to hear about. Today was understanding relationship self-assessment. How important what it means to you to have a healthy relationship. This is WW Radio, the number one internet station. It's a joy to come to you. Again, this is our happy 8th anniversary. We're celebrating that, so we're talking about it every day. I want to let you all know I love each and every one of y'all because it's been 8 years that we've been here sitting in this place or in a place where we're able to communicate with you. We want you to be safe. We want you to take care of yourself. We want you to assess yourself. Assess who you are. Assess your relationship. I want you to have a favorable outcome because I love you all from my heart, and I want you to truly take care of yourself. Be blessed, be safe. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The old saying what we call the Dr. Lowe's neighborhood. We're going to talk about still building our boys to be impactful. Please take care of yourself. Tell you, man, I just love each and every one of you all. Because without you all, we couldn't be here. But it took hard work and dedication. The family, team of WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. We have many to come on and do interviews. We've had many hosts, each and every one. We got a staff working to do research, to get things to help us be successful. But without you all, we couldn't be who we are. Thank you for your support. Thank you for, if you hadn't been here 8 years, you're going to get credit for being there because you're here for the 8th year. Thank you so much. And I just want to say to you, because it's important that we say this, we focus on hard work and dedication. I don't say, I love you, nothing you can do about it. Be safe, be blessed. We'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Dedication. You know, you start with, believe in yourself.